How to surrender to God. Thank you. Important question. Surrender is not something you do with effort. It is something that happens when effort disappears. To surrender to God is not to bow your head in front of a statue or to chant words without feeling. Surrender is not about fear or duty. Surrender is love, deep trust, like a child resting in the arms of the mother, not asking questions, not holding back, just resting fully. And in that rest, something magical happens. You are no longer separate. The mind always wants to control. It says, I will decide, I will do. But God cannot be reached by the mind. God is not a puzzle to be solved. God is the silence that begins when the mind stops its noise. Surrender means dropping this control. It means telling existence, I no longer want to fight with you. I no longer want to carry the burden of being the master. Let me be the guest in your house. And suddenly, everything becomes easy. We are trained from childhood to become strong, to win, to be right. But in the world of spirit, these things have no value. In fact, the stronger you become in the ego, the farther you go from God. Surrender is the art of becoming weak, not in defeat, but in deep peace. The river does not fight the ocean, it flows toward it. And when it merges, the river disappears, but something greater is born. This is what happens when you surrender. You cannot surrender by force. That too is the ego trying to be clever. Surrender comes naturally when you see the futility of control, when you sit alone and see that your mind is a storm that never stops. When you see that all your planning, your fears, your ambitions are only making you tired. Then surrender starts to rise like a flower from your heart. You start to whisper, not loudly, but quietly, God, I am tired. Take me in. God is not a person. God is not sitting somewhere counting your sins. Surrender to God is to say yes to life, to say yes to the now. You do not have to run to a temple, you only need to stop running. God is already where you are, but your eyes are closed, and your hands are full of desires. Let them go. Open your hands, open your eyes. That is surrender. And remember, surrender does not mean life becomes easy or perfect. It means you are no longer alone. Now you have the strength of the universe with you. Storms may come, but you do not panic. You trust, you walk with God, not ahead of Him, not behind Him, with Him. Like two friends on a road, not talking too much, but deeply together. That silence between you and God is the greatest prayer. Have a peaceful time. See you all tomorrow.